Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let me adjust in the chair. Welcome to my channel. And as you heard by the title, why should you read A Lifetime of Letters? So here's my book. Let's see if the camera will focus. Let me squeeze it up a little bit where it's not totally in. Well, let me see. There we go. There we go. So here is my book. Why should you read this book? Like, why? Well, let's see. Let's start with our dedication. So we have to my sister. Here's to our long conversations about finding soulmates and longing for them to come. Through many tarot readings and dreams, you'd think they'd get the memo. To my soulmate, the many dreams I had of you, I know you are out there. How about you get the memo? Please be gentle with fate's heart, okay? And then to the lovely readers, through lifetime, through memories, may you find a love like theirs and fall in love with being in love. That is what A Lifetime of Letters is about. As the memo is, soulmates, faded strings, we have letters as A Lifetime of Letters. And this book of mine is one that I really had fun with because it was something quite different for me because I did it in more of a letter format. Every book, except for a few like interspersings of when fate talks, is about Holly and Daniel. And Holly and Daniel's is like good evening soulmate, dear darling, dear my love. And they always end with the same quote. So for Holly, she has honest to the gods looking down on us and the universe that pushes and pulls, I love you. Daniel will end his letters with our hearts recognize each other, but our minds do not want to comprehend it. And this is kind of a story between letters of two soulmates through different lifetimes. From working as like a farmer to becoming like a rich billionaire to being like a little coffee shop owner, stuff like that. Their lives bounce through different jobs, different lifestyles. And specifically for these two characters, they continue to meet each other, and throughout the letters you see it grow from like, oh, we kind of like, they seem interesting, they like see each other and it's like, that seems interesting, to then it's like, I know you're my soulmate, but why are we not together? And then you move into the next one, which is like, man, fate really just doesn't like us because we're never going to be together. And this story is kind of discussing that push and pull and why are we not together and are we going to be together? But then we are. And that's what this whole entire book is about. And what I would say is those who love a good romance book, this is up your alley. But specifically, if you're looking for something that is a little bit different than just the romance stories between two, this is also in letter formats. They're talking as a dear such and such, and they're remembering a life that they had together. So this is like a little bit different than normal, and you get to see that grow over time. Then you also get to see, and just a little bit in there, fate playing her hands and bringing them together or taking them apart. Now, you get to take the guess of who fate is in this book. But based on how it is written, you probably can figure out who fate is between the two characters. But this is like, I need a good romance story that just has two characters trying to fall in love but don't over time, and when will they finally be together, and then, oh, we're finally together type thing. If you're looking for a story like that, this is a great one for you. A Lifetime of Letters. I should also read the back of the book. So the back of the book looks like this. It's kind of like a little letter format. But it says, time after time, fate pulls her strings in order for soulmates to meet in many past lives. For Holly and Daniel, it appears as if fate is playing games. They continue to miss each other in every past life. Both are longing for each other, yet fate says, not yet. When will fate say that this is the right time for Holly and Daniel? And as I kind of said, fate does figure out the right time, but why? How and why? And I wrote this as more of like an ode to my soulmate of how these characters are acting, which is like, where is the person I'm supposed to fall in love with? Like, where are they in my life? That's what this is kind of my rendition of, by writing these letters and then falling in love. And I thought it was really fun to write, and I think if you are looking for something like that, this would be a great book for you. Now, this book is available on Amazon Kindle. It should be on Kindle Unlimited. It's available paperback and hardback, but it's also available through Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and I think some other ones. I should have on my page, there is a link tree, or not link tree, beacons, and it leads you to a drafted digital site, which is for everything else that I just did not list. So that's a good way of doing that, especially if you don't like using Amazon for those reasons. That's I try to offer my books on other sites because of that. But so yeah, if you feel like this story is for you, it's available. And like I said, it's a short book. This is about the length of it. It's 128 pages, and each one is like a letter. There's a bonus chapter as well. And yeah, I think that explains what a lifetime of letters means to me, and then why you guys should check out my book. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day, evening, or wherever you are, and bye.